Look at that cursor. For the past 3 years, it represented infinite possibilities. We told it to write the code, we told it to summarize our strategies, and to be our customer support. And it did. We felt like gods. But as we sit in 2026, that cursor is starting to look like a heartbeat monitor for a patient in trouble. We traded stability for visibility. We needed AI wins to show the board. We used third party wrappers, we ignored the data lineage, and let the prompt engineering replace software engineering. Today, we call that AI technical debt, and the interest rates are ruinous. In 2026, the companies aren't failing because they lack AI. They are failing because they have too much of wrong AI. They are paralyzed by the ghost logic, systems making decisions that no human can explain, using the data that shouldn't exist, and running on the API that's draining their budget at $0.03 per token 24 hours a day. The honeymoon isn't just over, the house is in mess. To fix the debt, we have to name it. And there are three ghosts haunting your server room right now. Ghost number one, data entropy. In 2024, you built a RAG system, a retrieval augmented generation. You pointed an LLM at your corporate SharePoint and said, answer employee questions. It worked for a week, but over 2 years, that SharePoint became a graveyard of conflicting PDFs, outdated policies, and V2 underscore final documents. Now, your AI is telling your new hires they have 40 days of vacation because it found a memo from 2019. This isn't a model problem, it's a data debt problem. Ghost number two, the prompt prison. Remember when the prompt engineering was the hottest job on LinkedIn? In 2026, we have realized the truth. A 2000 word prompt is just a fragile bridge made of toothpicks. If OpenAI or Anthropic updates their model, even a minor version of your prompt breaks, the vibe changes. The output turns to gibberish. So if your business logic lives in a natural language prompt instead of hard code, you don't own your logic, you are just renting a miracle. Ghost 3, the model decay. Models don't stay smart, they drift. A model optimized for 2024 market is a fossil in 2026. So if you haven't built a pipeline to constantly evaluate and retune your AI, you are steering a ship using a map of a different ocean. So how do we survive the cleanup? We don't use a broom, we use a scalpel. We perform the triage. I want you to go back to the office and look at every AI project through three lenses. The radioactive assets. So these are the apps built by a rogue marketing team using an unencrypted API and customer data. They are headlines waiting to happen. Action, shut them down tonight. Don't fix them, just kill them. The zombie wrappers. So these are 15 different summarization tools your department bought. So you are paying 15 different subscriptions for the exact same GPT-4 call. Action, consolidate. Build a single internal AI gateway. If a department wants AI, they plug into your core, not a random startup website. The vital core. So these are the two or three use cases that actually move the needles. The one that predict churn or automate your actual core product. So what should be the action for this? So this is where we pay off the debt. We take these out of the prompt prison and we move them into a fine-tuned small language models. Now let's talk about the haste. This is how we steal our efficiency back from our debt. The most successful companies I'm consulting for right now are doing something radical. They're shrinking. They're replacing a $20 per user per month general intelligence model with 7 billion parameter model that does one thing. It doesn't know how to write poems. It doesn't know who won 1994 World Cup. It only knows how to process your invoices. So why is this a haste? Because it's 90% cheaper, it's 10x faster, and most importantly, you own it. You can run it on your own servers. No more API drift, no more ghost logic. So we are moving from the era of artificial intelligence to the era of applied intelligence. The cleanup isn't about being less ambitious, it's about being more precise. Why does this matter? Because the interest payments on AI debt are about to become a competitive filter. By the end of 2026, there will be only two types of companies. Type A is still trying to fix the hallucination of their 2024 chatbots and they're spending their entire R&D budget on maintenance. They are slow, they are frustrated, and they are haunted. Type B has paid off the debt. They have a clean data pipeline. They have a centralized AI gateway. When a new groundbreaking model comes out, say GPT-6 or new open source heavyweight, they can swap it in like a battery in a flashlight. They aren't rebuilding the flashlight, they are just upgrading the power source. The clean cop doesn't fear the future. They are the ones that acquires the haunted cops for the pennies on the dollars, just to get their customer list and clean their messy code. I will leave you with this. In 1800s, we had a gold rush. The people who made the most money weren't the ones digging for gold. They were the ones selling the shovels. In 2020s, we had the AI rush. But in 2026, the real winners aren't the ones digging. They aren't the ones selling shovels as well. The winners are the ones who are building the roads. Clean, paved, predictable roads. Your AI technical debt is a rubble sitting on your road. So you can try to drive over it, but you'll pop a tire. You can try to ignore it, but you'll get stuck. The most innovative thing you can do this year is to be an architect. Stop the sprint, start the audit, pay off the debts. Because the cursor is still blinking, it's waiting for a command that actually makes sense. The question is, do you know what your AI is doing tonight?